Welcome. In this tutorial, I'll guide you through installing MySQL Server on Windows 11 and creating a sample database. Let's get started. First, open your web browser and search for MySQL on Google. Click on the official MySQL website. Head to the Download section and look for the MySQL Community Downloads. Find the MySQL installer for Windows. Make sure to select the latest version available and choose the larger file. It's the full installer and includes everything we need. Once selected, click the link to start the download. When the download finishes, open the installer to begin the setup. For the setup type, we'll choose Custom. This allows us to pick the components we want. Start by selecting MySQL Server 8.0 from the MySQL Servers section. Next, expand Applications and choose MySQL Workbench 8.0, which provides a graphical interface. Lastly, add MySQL Shell for command line operations. Once all components are selected, click Next, and then Execute to start the installation. If any additional requirements are needed, the installer will handle those for you. Once the installation is complete, it's time to configure MySQL. Click Next to proceed. On the Type and Networking screen, we'll keep the default settings and ensure the port number is set to 3306. Moving on, choose the recommended authentication method, strong password encryption. Set a secure password for the root user. This is your administrator account, so make sure you remember it. Keep the default settings for the Windows service and file permissions. Finally, click Execute to apply the configuration. And once it's done, close the installer. Now, we need to make MySQL accessible from the command line by adding it to the system's path. To do this, navigate to the MySQL installation folder, typically found under Program Files. Copy the path to the bin folder. Then open the Environment Variables settings by searching for Environment in the Start menu and selecting Edit the System Environment Variables. Under System Variables, find the path variable. Click Edit and add the copied path. Save your changes and you're all set. To verify the installation, open the command prompt. Enter the command MySQL version to check the installed version, and you should see the version number appear. To log into the MySQL shell, use the -u and p flags to provide your username and prompt for the password. Use your root username and the password you set during configuration. If everything's working, you'll be connected to your MySQL server. Finally, let's create a sample database. Start by viewing the list of existing databases. This can be done with the Show Databases command. Then create a new one using the Create Database command and give it a name of your choice. Once created, you can check the list again to see your database added to the server. And that's it! You've successfully installed MySQL Server, configured it, and created your first database. Great job, and happy coding!